Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the Albay Provincial Health Office is urging barangays to keep dengue brigades active despite a drop in cases. Dengue cases went down from 188 in the first quarter to 90 in the second quarter of 2025, according to Program Coordinator Mariel Garcia. Garcia credits the improvement to early activation of local dengue brigades, especially in flood-prone areas. Garcia recalled a meeting led by Dr. Zenith earlier this year in response to dengue surges in Metro Manila. She also reminded the public to follow the Department of Health's 4 T's, Taob, Taktak, Tuyo, and Takip. Albay PHO continues to support communities by distributing mosquito nets and treated screens, especially in remote areas and for vulnerable groups. In other story, the provincial government of Albay and the International Organization for Migration, IOM, are planning a partnership for typhoon-resilient projects. This was discussed during IOM's courtesy visit to Governor Noel Rizal, where they presented their waste management plans for flood-prone communities. Among the proposals is the construction of materials recovery facilities into barangays in Daraga to reduce flooding caused by waste accumulation. The agency is also working on mobile app to track waste volume in these areas. The project proposals are now in development and awaiting endorsement from the provincial government. Governor Rizal expressed full support and opened the door to further collaboration with IOM. In the national scene, the Church of St. John the Baptist in Jimenez officially reopened and was rededicated on August 16, coinciding with the feast of St. Roque. The parish was temporarily closed after a desecration incident involving a woman who defiled the holy water font during a mass on August 3. This serious violation led the Archdiocese of Ozamis to suspend liturgical celebrations for reflection and atonement starting August 5. Archbishop Martin Jumaod, who led the reopening ceremony, stated that the closure was not intended to punish the faithful, but to promote unity within the community. In other story, Senate Minority Leader Vicente Soto III has requested that Senate President Francis Escudero initiate compulsory random drug testing within the Senate. This follows an investigation into allegations that the a staff member of Senator Robin Hood Padilla was using marijuana on Senate premises. Padilla's aide, Nadia Montenegro, was ordered to clarify the matter as inquiries by his office and the Senate Sergeant-at-Arms proceed simultaneously, but Montenegro has denied the claims. Soto's letter did not mention Padilla or Montenegro, but cited news reports about alleged marijuana use in the Senate as reason for testing. He noted that the Senate conducted similar drug tests in 2018 following relevant laws and policies. Soto said the tests should be repeated to ensure a drug-free workplace. In other news, House Committee on Public Accounts Chairperson and Bicol Saro Party List Representative Terry Ridon said their inquiry into flood control projects will focus on initiatives, not individuals. Ridon clarified that the investigation will look into whether funds were misused and if construction materials were substandard, rather than the scale or cost of the projects. He added that the House will stop the probe if evidence links lawmakers to alleged irregularities. Ridon also said that the investigation might include examining campaign contributions to legislators from contractors mentioned by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. The lawmaker noted that the Joint House Tri-Committee is awaiting plenary approval to begin the inquiry. And in the news outside the country, President Donald Trump has dropped his call for an immediate ceasefire in Ukraine after he meets with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Trump now favors pursuing a comprehensive peace agreement to end the conflict. A significant shift revealed hours after the Alaska meeting produced no clear progress. Before the meeting, Trump had pushed strongly for a ceasefire and warned of severe consequences for Russia and European leaders, including Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky. The change benefits Putin, who has long advocated for peace talks, focusing on a final settlement, a move criticized by Ukraine and its European allies as a delaying tactic. During his flight back to Washington, Trump said he spoke with Zelensky and European officials, adding that everyone agreed the optimal way to conclude a devastating war is to pursue a peace agreement. And finally, in the news outside the country, rescue teams are struggling to recover bodies after flash floods triggered by heavy monsoon rains killed at least 321 people in northern Pakistan over the past 48 hours. Most deaths, 307, occurred in the mountainous Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, according to the Provincial Disaster Management Authority. Victims died from sudden floods and collapsing buildings, including 15 women and 13 children, while at least 23 others were injured. Approximately 2,000 rescue personnel are working across the 9 affected districts to retrieve bodies and provide relief, although ongoing rains are hampering their efforts. The provincial government declared the districts of Bonar, Bajor, Swat, Shangla, Manzera, and Batagram as disaster areas. The Meteorological Department has issued a heavy rain warning for northwest Pakistan, urging residents to take precautions. And that's all for the news at 12, August 18, 2025. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our news writer, LJ Lorejo and Leia Guazan. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis. Of course, our Provincial Information Officer, OIC, Marty Gonzalez. And under the supervision of our Governor, Noel E. Rosal, I am Greg Halyare. Thank you for subscribing.